Brand new JPS disturbing the peace of the people thieving current. Bumbuckler JPS no rest. Yeah man. Brawling no JPS no. Fully outside you know. JPS loud you know. A big crowd you know. Bumbuckler.
So this afternoon, father claims self-defense led him to what he did when he discharged a few rounds at his son that also led to his pronunciation. Also coming up, the Prime Minister had this to say, and I need all well-thinking Jamaican to be honest about whether he is on point or not. Watch the full video. So that and more, and in order for you to hear from me again, you need to join the family. So do remember that if you're new to the channel, if it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe, plus click the notification bell, and while doing so select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel. And also remember to give this video a like for YouTube algorithm. Blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe. So I have a video, a CCTV footage from the rear of a business establishment in St. Andrew showing about 3 to 4 persons including a man which was the subject, the star of the show, and I will only refer to him as Mr. Knight. His son, 35-year-old Ruel Knight, was also a character, and in the video you can see clearly the two in a conversation that was later described as verbal by persons that were on the scene because I was not there. However, it is alleged that his father took him out in the first 60 seconds of action, and as the adventure continues, upon receiving the rounds from his father's weapon, he then fell to the ground. And if my eyes are working with me attentively, then yes, I saw when the star went over the helpless character and uses his right leg to charge a blow at the victim. So the past student of Jamaica College was later transported to a medical facility where he was pronounced. The father is said to be a well-known figure in the meat and food distribution sector, and he makes it easier for the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force when he turned himself over to the lawmen. He reportedly said that he acted in self-defense, while Ricardo Knight, a brother of the deceased, told the media that Ruel was subtracted cold during a heated verbal dispute between the two. So I'm going to allow you, the viewers, to watch the video, then you can form your own opinion, then leave a comment and make your opinion counts down in the comment section. The comment section is yours.
Come out to the man say easy, you know that night.
Come out to the man say so I can run off and come in and shop.
No one see it, no one see it.
No man, watch you get your brother,
No one see it.
watch you sing when you say you see what go on, brother.
No one see it.
Man, come up, the man can't know, the man not take the talk, you know.
Watch my man, should the man come in the dog?
Man come free.
Yeah.
You try to shot the same. Look at now, watch this Ricky. The man, he kick you. Look at now, watch the thing, the man. See man, they're ground there, brother. Look now, see man, they're ground there, because Mr. Lada kick him in the face now. Brother, you have to say this, man, brother, man, you for the root, the man have to lock up, brother. Look at that man jumping in the van now, brother.
And just drive out.
Look at.
If his mouth never move, he run over him.
Man, I say, walk in the gate, and I tell the record, if you walk the gate, and look at. Ready on the ground, and I got the king life, you know.
So the man tell the man to walk me again, the man walk me again. Jesus. Watch it.
That me tell a dog, when I'm pushing out of the way, the man wanted to go away.
Go and bumbo clean.
The man wanted to go away because we are going
Not
to
to him, yeah, he said meet me at the station.
So there you have it. I know that he's gone. You're hearing all different types of hearsay about what went down before his dismissal and what the altercation was about. You're hearing that his father got one of his workers pregnant while still married to Ruel's mother. You're also hearing that the son stole money or used money out of the business without the father's approval, etc. It is also a case where it is alleged that the father is saying, but wait, I will sell me a run and an aquarium, so what fish are doing it? That is also one of the allegations, and I won't dwell on that because no matter what the altercation is or was, Mr. Knight has no right. The truth is the truth, and that is that. Now here's the Prime Minister talking about a few things I know many of you would like to hear him speak on. So be attentive, then leave a comment and make your opinion counts down in the comment section. But remember that if you're new to the channel and it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe, plus click the notification bell, and while doing so select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel. And also remember to give this video a like for YouTube algorithm. Blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe.
Yeah, in your response just now, on two occasions you touched on the systemic inequality in the country. The persons in your constituency and in so many other constituencies across the island who can't buy food for 3 days of lockdown, they are saying this is you carrying the inequality even further, because Vernon buys food for the month, but you know the little corner shop in Olympic Way, and a Sunday morning it's full with everybody buy 2 pounds of chicken and 2 pounds of rice.
Buy for each day, yeah.
Each day, but your government has said to them, you can't do that.
So you know, which is my point I was making to you earlier. The journalism in the country has to go further than just what is common knowledge. Obviously, it's common knowledge that if you lock down, you can't, you know, as I was giving the example of the farmer who has to come in from St. Mary, who sells in Coronation Market, that household that depends on that sale in Coronation on Saturday, that is gone. So they are not able to stock up like Vernon, who gets his pay on a monthly basis and goes to Price Mart and comes out with 3 or 4 trolleys.
Oh, I wish.
The point, obviously we know that. That's you're repeating what we already know.
Yeah.
What we don't know, how do we stop that from happening? And why do we have to do this? We have to lock down because the persons who are going to the corner shop on a Sunday or a Saturday or whichever day to buy the 2 pounds of rice, the big jilla oil, the half of bread and so forth, and the half of chicken or chicken parts or chicken back. Those persons are not wearing their masks. They are not social distancing. They may not get ill, but their grandmother or an older uncle would get ill.
Yeah.
And when they go to the hospital, there is no bed there for them or oxygen there for them. And then they go on social media and say, the government wicked, see what they are suffer.
Yeah.
Not making the connection. And I'm saying that the conversation that we're having is being very limited. And this is what I was saying earlier to you, that the management of the information in the pandemic is as much as of importance as how we manage the health and the economy. Because this infodemic, which is being used to highlight in some cases, which is important, but in an opportunistic way to create social tensions, to create divergence and conflict in the society because of the existing and traditional inequalities and inequities, that is also a very dangerous thing in the society, of which the government is very sensitive. And I raised it, that if we are going to ensure that people wherever in Jamaica can, you know, continue with their hustle, continue with their jobs, earn income, and continue with commerce, continue with going back to school, they will also have to learn to live with the pandemic, live with the coronavirus, which only moves if people move, which is only transmitted if you are in proximity or you touch a surface where the virus is alive. So it's important that you keep sanitizing your hands. And to avoid the proximity issue, wear a mask. It's not rocket science. It is simple public health. And it's not the first that we have had to do this. In many years gone by, when we had cholera and other kinds of diseases, we have had to take similar public health stance. And we have been successful in that, in hand washing, not spitting on the streets and so forth. We have had to do that. And we can do it now. We have greater hope that the pandemic will end. How will the pandemic end? The pandemic can end in the natural courses that we have seen in history, where people who did not have an understanding of the public health science behind transmission just went about their business in a normal way, and a significant portion of the population died and got natural immunity for those who survived. Or we can use our heads and take the knowledge that is there and comply with the measures until the storm passes. And it will pass if we follow these rules, if we don't give the virus any space to move about, to be transmitted, and to infect others. And that is just by changing the way in which we behave.